Today on a Commonly Good MTG, we're playing a good deck I've called the Meat Grinder, which is a Rakdos deck that does, you got guys coming at people's throats, but also likes to ping them for 2 or 3 points every once in a while just to keep them losing on what they're doing. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, a person who has woken up more than 10,000 times and still isn't used to it. Dr. Yukon SuckIt. Yes, thank you. Film before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon SuckIt. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck of my own creation called the Meat Grinder. Yes, I went and found a deck I played in the past with Urabrask Forge, and I said, okay, great, let's go ahead and make this thing rotation proof. So I came through and I snuck it all out, and there we go. Now, right now I can see straight up. Yeah, Ob Nixilis is in here, and he is not rotation proof. Anyways, we played him. We're playing him. That's all there is to it. We'll you'll just have to swap him out for somebody else when the rotation comes. Right now, he's still a great part of this deck. Keep playing him as long as you can. It'll be easier to place him with something else. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards that are in this deck. We're going to talk about how the deck should work, and then we're going to go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. All right, what do we got here? We've got Greedy Freebooter, who you put him out as a chump, and then you get some stuff when he dies. So good for us. That guy looks like he deserves it. 2 points of damage, creature kill, all of different varieties. They've all got some sort of weakness. We got one of each. They all cost the same. They all have the same general effect. So hopefully if one, like you're going up against artifact creatures, that's cool. You got Shoot the Sheriff. Maybe Bitter Triumph. That way you don't have to worry about those artifacts. But, you know, if you're going up against something, you got Outlaws, you still got to go for the throat. You don't feel like discarding a card or paying through life, you still got the other two. Tangled Colony. This guy's a nice little value guy because he comes out as a 3-2, he does 3 points of damage. If he gets killed, you get 3 1/1 rats, so they can continue to do 3 points of damage. That is value time, baby. The good thing also, you can pump it up with things, well, with pretty much Voldaren Thrillseeker, make it into a 5 and get 5 rats out of the deal when it dies. All good. Especially since you could use Voldaren Thrillseeker to sacrifice it. So that means you attack with 5, then you throw it for 5, doing 10 points of damage, and then you get 5 rats out of the deal. So that is a good combo right there. Plus, if you happen to have a Vraan Executioner Thane out, they'll take 2 more points of damage out of it. So they'll be taking 12 total because you killed one dude. This guy, if you descend, which means that a permanent card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, then they have to sacrifice a permanent or discard a card. Otherwise, okay, then it says, otherwise it deals 3 points of damage to each opponent. Yep. So this guy will cause them to have to do something bad to themselves. Urabrask Forge sends out a dude that gets bigger and bigger every turn. Voldaren Thrillseeker is a super combo place. Always great in the past. Great art by Vico there. So I'm looking forward to seeing Thrillseeker do some good stuff. Nixilis forces discards, and if they don't, they lose 2 life. And it's pretty easy to use that same potential to get yourself 2 life. So you got more life gain there. Little vampirism going on. This deck likes to do that. And Sheoldred, grinding people down. Every time they draw a card, they lose 2 life. Except for you, every time you draw a card, you gain 2 life. So yeah, we got a lot of life gain. We got a lot of grind. And we got dudes coming at people's throats. That's always fun. Some dual lands, some regular lands. That's it. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to control the board. If they try to put out guys, we're going to, as people die, we'll cause them it'll cause them to lose a lot of life between the Executioner Thane and the Lava-Tongue. And then we'll force them to discard cards with a bunch of guys. And if they try to draw cards, they'll lose life too. So no matter what they do, suck it. Your meat's getting grindered. That's all there is to it. All right, if that sounds good to you, let's go out there and do some damage. But before we do, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black King Toxrel, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. All right, we're playing against Rokusho. 723. 2 mana. A lot of things we can play for 2. All right, we're good. Blood price for black. I got a lot of black. Yeah, auto pay, man. I want it, baby. More blood price. You don't want to kill it, do you? All right, good for you. Sure, why not? All right, there we go. Fine, I'll kill your stupid Shakedown Heavy. And another one. I think I've done all my own damage to myself. That's not pretty. He's got a third one. I had 2 of these guys? Yeah, they're legendary. He's got a name. His name is Vraan. No, I need stuff. There you go. Keep yourself all on tap like that. Can I just win now? I got 4. That sounds a lot like it. And we win! SuckIt, Sucker Fish! Voldaren Thrillseeker for the win! Alright, we're playing against Revenant. Alright, 2 mana, keep. Say a nice low. Champion! Alright, let's go for the Blackcleave Freebooter. I believe the champion likes to get bigger. Yep, anytime it puts a new zombie out. Alright, what are we seeing here? Okay. Let's shoot it while we have the opportunity. And we still got 2 mana left. Let's put out a guy with Death Touch. Quite frankly, I can't believe I didn't play Urabrask Forge, but I just didn't want him growing. Zombies are trying to mob up. You know, I'm gonna get rid of this one. I can't get rid of Sheoldred's Apocalypse. Suck it. Get him. All right, what colors are you playing here? Black and blue aren't really great against going against artifacts, so hopefully we'll be able to handle it. You can always bounce it at some point, but I don't really think he plays bounce too much in a zombie deck. All right, you want to block? I doubt it. We get one more mana, we get Sheoldred out. Start keeping things pinned down, maybe grinding them away, hopefully. Mana, that's what I need. It's what I want. What I want, it's what I need. Alright, go get him, Urabrask Forge. You're my best friend. Alright, he's down to 8. That's it for poor Sheoldred. And making sure she was going to be dead. He really wants to crack that thing open. Looks like I have to give him the opportunity. Alright, so next turn he's dead. He's going to have to block. Does he have creatures? He got a singleton there. We can't block those guys. Yeah, things have gotten way out of control. We took that. That's not good at all. All right, who you blocking with? I bet, yeah, you want to keep that Sheoldred, don't you? Got him down to 1. That's nasty. Well, hopefully he's 3. Hopefully I can ram through them here. He's only got that 2/2 to block other than Sheoldred itself. All right, deck, give me something good. Let's see what we got. No, that's not going to do it. All right, I win. Let's do that after the fact. I have to, because I can't grab that at the same time. This is where he's got a... Maybe I don't win. Looks like he's got something in his hand. All right, can I do this? I can get out and do 3 points of damage to him. All right, I got it. And we win. Good job, deck. Victory! All right, we were playing against LDR 0085. Reboot. Tell you what, is this instant? Yeah, that sounds like fun. I'll hold on to this just like that. And let's just pretend like he can do whatever he wants. All right, there's no protection to that with red. All right, I guess that's it. Urabrask Forge. You can destroy it. You do have red. Red's big on anti-artifact. The prowess decks are generally not. So that guy's got first strike, and that is the thing that Urabrask Forge hates the most. Alright, he's down to 12. I don't have any action in this particular next step here. Got a little bit of a shock. That's probably not enough to really worry about too much. I might have to use the Thrillseeker to take something out. Okay, I got lots of good stuff going on then. Let's just send him in. That's just a delaying tactic. That is the sign of somebody who's flailing. Next turn he's going to be a 4-1. I gotta catch this guy after he tries to prowess him up. I can always just shoot the sheriff. He doesn't have anything to prowess that guy up? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter against that. Why would he just waste it? This game is pretty much over. LDR doesn't know it, though. Or at least he just wants to play it to the end. But you're sacrificing your guys like that? That is not great. Alright, there's two. I'll just put him out of his misery. And we win. Boom, boom. Goes the room. Alright, we are playing against EvilTeemo. 3 mana. Alright, there's single one. Couple bitter triumphs, that's nice. I'm gonna shoot that guy. These guys are cockroaches that cause problems. Alright, let's just do the opposite. Let's do Tangled. I usually do Lava-Tongue first, and then I do other stuff. I'm gonna try it this other way. Still, green's not gonna do a whole lot. Alright, and we're done. I'm going to do 2. That's not going to handle it. I need, what, 2 to get beyond it as well? I'm sure he'll just let that through. He wants to spell out the big guys. He's not playing anything with the red, so we don't have to worry about Discover. The funny is, I still can't kill that. All right, that guy's gone. All right, they're both nasty for you to get involved with. He's gonna die with a death touch, man. Can't kill it. That's a problem, but we can get that guy with a bit of triumph. Gold! Really? You're going to give that guy up to that? All right, Thrillseeker, he's at 6. I could pump that guy up to 4. Just let it go. Shock to the face. I think we got it next turn. Yeah, we didn't have to get there. All right, there we go. Winner, winner. Victory dinner. All right, playing against Emo Squid. Emos Squid 23. That's it. Emos. Keep. Turn off the tree. Bum, 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 bum. Done. All right, 2. All right, we got first blood. That means we're going to win. Why shock is great for 1 damage, or 1 point. Still, there's so many things you can't kill with it. This guy really playing full-on merfolk. Nope. All right, 2 guys dead. We got him down to 14. Now I'm thinking we might split the Tangled Colony on the next turn using the Thrillseeker. As in, we'll send him in, pump up to 4, 5, and then we'll pop it to an additional 5. He's got 4 mana. I don't know what he's not doing there. All right, here we go. Countered it. All right, he's down to 3. You got to pay it. You got to do something. Was it discard a card or sacrifice a permanent? Are you going to counter that now? In we go. Lords of the battlefield. In we go. All right, you can block one of them. There's the bounce. And we win. Winner, winner. Victory dinner. All right, so here we are with the meat grinder. And it did a good job. I ended up with a 63% win rate, which is practically 2 out of 3 decks, or every 2 out of 3 games I win. So, yeah, it was good that way. It was a really good deck. I love Rakdos. I love Urabrask Forge. So this deck came together very nicely. It was nice to make it into a rotation-proof deck, because we're all looking for that kind of... Oh, it's not! I just noticed Ob Nixilis there, being a big old stupid jerk. Oh well, I tried. Maybe next time, right? Alright, so let's talk about this a little bit. Who was our MVP? I gotta swear I went through this thing so hard trying to make it rotation-proof. Ob Nixilis just totally hit himself from me. All right, who was the MVP? Who was the most valuable player? Like Tangled Colony, I like it a lot because it's got value. I like the fact that it comes in as a 3, he gets killed, he just becomes about 3 singles. So therefore, it's kind of like a Hydra kind of that gives you its power over again. That's good value. And Vraan does a good job, except for it only gives you, the 2 points of vampirism per turn. No matter how many dudes die. And he combos nicely with the Tangled Colony. But ultimately, the Voldaren Thrillseeker is just by far so incredibly cool. I mean, I'd have a hard time not talking about how great Urabrask Forge is, but Voldaren Thrillseeker just completely turns the game. There's a lot of value in this thing in that, you can attack the guy, you can make that guy bigger, and you can then throw him at the end of the turn. That is so much value to it. You could go after both opponents, and you go after creatures with it, even planeswalkers if you needed to. So I think the Voldaren Thrillseeker just gives you a lot of options, and it's one of those like explosive bombs that comes out of nowhere. And really, you only need 4 mana to make it work the way that you'd want it to work. You got 3, you can still get her out. You can't sacrifice anything on that same turn. So all you'd be doing is passing those backup counters out. You might as well just leave it on the Thrillseeker so you can pop her little head for 3 at some other point. But anyways, the Voldaren Thrillseeker, I think you are my MVP of this particular deck. It just, in these decks, this is all good. It did what it was supposed to do, grind people down. But the Thrillseeker is just that coup d'etat that takes thing out the end and did such a great job of finishing people off. All right, so Mrs. Thrillseeker, you are my MVP. Congratulations, you are going to Disneyland. And then, was this deck competitive? I ended up getting a 63% win rate. So yeah, I'm going to say this was a competitive deck. As far as I'm concerned, anything in the 60s is definitely competitive. 70s is very competitive. This one is just moderately competitive, still very decent. And it's out of whatever. Like I played 8 games with it. So, the more you play a deck, the more it's going to get closer to 50-50. And then if you're playing something on the, that's played like 10,000 games, like 54% is considered to be excellent. In this case, with under 10, yeah, getting, 63% is really good. All right, so let's see. Was this deck fun? Absolutely. Everything about this deck was fun. The only thing I found myself disliking was Shock. But Shock is a good... Here it says, I'm looking for things to play for 1 mana. That was my real deal. And I liked Shock because it was simple, it was efficient, it did exactly what it was supposed to do. And unlike Cut Down or whatever it is, Cut Down's got limits to it. Shock is going to do 2 damage, which means it's additive. You can add it to whatever you need to do. Sometimes all people have is 2 life left. Shock will finish the game. You attack a guy that's got like you attack Sheoldred. You got a guy that's a 3/2. They block. Suddenly he's a 4/2. Shock finishes off Sheoldred. Shock is a great little combo card that helps everything else out. But a lot of times I'm just sitting there looking at it like, what am I going to do with this stupid Shock? There was always something to do with the Shock. Anyways, fun usually to me is things you could do in the first couple of rounds. We are loaded with the first 2 turns. So this deck totally goes for it. Then turn 3, we got even better stuff. Nothing costs more than 4. So it's a nice low-end deck that has lots of cheap things to play for the most part. You get to play it early, and you just grind people down a little bit at a time. What are we doing? This guy's just got the value. This guy does 2 points of damage and 2 value for you. 3 points when you lose something that's a card. He gets bigger and bigger and bigger. 2 points for damage, or they have to discard. 2 points every time they draw a card. It's just continuously grinding, thus the name Meat Grinder. All right, was this deck interesting? It's a pretty standard, like Urabrask Forge type of deck. But I did try to adjust it so that it'd be rotation proof. As such, we end up getting in, what did we get in here? I was thinking of some other cards I was playing, but we got the Lava-Tongue guy in here. He's different and weird. He ended up being a good thing. He doesn't synergize with, that's how he says. He doesn't work with the other guys. There's no real theme to it. He's a Goblin Warlock. You'd think, this would work great at the Urabrask Forge. But it has to descend. And descend is a permanent card, and Urabrask Forge just puts out those little forgelings. Those are not permanent cards. But all the rest of you guys, if they end up dying, sure. Then the Lava-Tongue does that damage. It's extra 3 points. It works out well. That's the thing. It's Moneyball damage is what we're doing here. People try to do stuff, we damage it. We got the ability to control creatures, keep them down. There's probably more things we could do, but this was a nice collection. I really think, Ob Nixilis can definitely be replaced by something else. I just wish I had, but this video is done, so we're not going to do it. All right, so anyways, was it interesting? I think so. I was looking forward to the new cards we put in here. Tangled Colony was one of them. Yeah, and Lava-Tongue. So I thought that was a great way to go. All right, so that's it. Let's count this thing up. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was it interesting? Yes. Was it fun? Totes my goats. I'm going to give this deck, I'm going to give it an A. Mostly because I feel really bad about Ob Nixilis there. And so this doesn't deserve to be an A+ deck. Plus 63 is a good competitive rating, but it's not an excellent competitive rating. It could definitely be a little bit better. So straight A deck, plenty of good ways to play with it. I would definitely recommend it. If you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.